Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sister. Peace and blessings, everyone. So I wanted to come to you today with a video answering a question that one of my viewers or subscribers asked, and she wanted to know why. Well, it was actually a question from a Facebook subscriber, and she wanted to know, why did I change my Facebook name from Nubia Sutton to Lisa Marie Goodson? And so I think it's really a bigger question that many are asking. Why would I change my name, my business name, my brand name even, from Nubia I Sutton or Nubia Sutton to Lisa Marie Goodson? And so for many of you that saw the video, you know why I changed. You know I'm coming into it myself, and I'm married now, and I'm really feeling different and unique. But really, I really wanted to kind of get a little deeper into this thing called transformation and why I changed. You know, I realized, and my husband helps me to realize, and really all the men in my life that I've had relationships with, all the relationships that I've been in, whether it's been my relationships with, a lover, or, opposite sex, or my relationship with my daughter or my sisters or brothers or siblings or friends, they all remind me about how much I changed and how much I am not afraid to change. And for me, I needed that change. I needed to feel different. I know there's many of you that are sitting there that are in a rut, whether it's a rut with your beauty, a rut with your career, a rut with your relationship, a rut with your life in general, where you feel like there's just nothing new happening and you don't know what's missing, but you know there is something missing. And so a lot of ways there's some things that of course you can do. One of them is to join my January 2017 intensive, Blackberry Beauty Secrets, How to Glow from Head to Toe, because I'll be talking a lot about that transformation, that kick in the butt, that change and transition that you need to have, because you need to have it, or else you feel like you're going to just scream, you're going to burst, you're going to fall apart even worse, or fall down, and I don't want that to happen to you. So for me, this isn't a way of why I changed my name, and so I didn't change it from Nubia I to Lisa Marie Goodson. I went back to, I sent Kofod, went back to fetch what was lost and brought it back anew. My name, my given name on my birth certificate is Lisa M. Sutton. It was Lisa M. Sutton, my mother's name, married name. Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie was the name I was given. Everybody called me Lisa, but my name was Lisa Marie Sutton. And the new part of it is the Goodson, because I'm married. I want to acknowledge that. I know since I've gotten married, I can feel the change in me, the confidence, the security, so many blessings, and I'll talk a lot about that in my next training course intensive in January 2017. But what happened also was, it's an acknowledgement of where I've come from. It's like, why should I erase all of the growth, all of the evolution that Lisa Marie brought to the table of Nubia I? And that Nubia I was the name that I gave myself, because at the time that was the name that most represented me. So just like it was okay, or maybe to some people not okay, that I changed my name from my given name, Lisa Marie, to Nubia, why I hope I'm feeling that it is okay that I decided to go back, not to go back to try to fetch something that was lost and stay there with it, but to bring it back anew. I am a married woman, so the Goodson works. Y'all, I just think about it, like Nubia was somebody who, in a way, I thought that I needed to be. And there was a lot of limitations when I became Nubia, because Nubia, or names themselves, have energy. If you work with my sister Aisha Sutton of Numerology Cafe, she'll tell you about numerology and the essence and the meaning of your name and the vibrational frequency that it carries. A lot of times when you're in a rut, I want to give you this tip, and you want to change yourself or change yourself from that rut, change your name. You want to get out of that rut, simply just by changing your name or adding a name to your name, or spelling your name differently, can change the vibrational frequency and bring you more of what you want. I feel like I'm way more receiving what I want. I'm way more who I say I want to be. Like way more. Like I mean, it's without a doubt in my mind. So Lisa Marie to me has a softer effect. Lisa Marie to me allows me to feel vulnerable, but not to feel pressured. It allows me to leave perfection behind and to be a woman who shows her vulnerability. And I know many of you will say, well, Sister Lisa Marie, you've always done that. You've always shown your vulnerability. You've always been real. You've always, and that's what we love about you. But there were pressures that I put on myself. It was like I was trying to be this queen, this priestess, this goddess, this one who leads others, which meant that I thought that I had to be perfect. And Nubia fits that. Nubia is, I would not think Nubia is a princess. I would feel like Nubia is a queen. I would not feel like Nubia is a follower. I believe that Nubia is a leader, right? I wouldn't think that Nubia is one that's going to run scared. Nubia is going to make sure she pulls other along in her endeavors. And I feel like that pressure of doing that caused me to have these kind of like a schizophrenic way of being. Yes, I'm raw all the time, but I wanted to drink organic wine all of the time. You know, even though I stopped smoking weed, I had cravings and wanted to smoke it. You know, I wanted to eat cooked food even though I knew it wasn't good for me. Because I was fighting with myself, trying to live up to the vibrational frequency of Nubia. It wasn't until I decided, well, first of all, that I got married. So let me tell you a little bit about Lisa in general. Lisa didn't know she had to be perfect. Lisa didn't know that she was a leader, a priestess, a raw food goddess, a holistic practitioner. Lisa was just giving information as it came to her, and then she go have a drink. So, you know, she wasn't trying to be the holier than thou. She wasn't being this leader. She wasn't trying to be a healer. She was just herself. Now, no, can I live from where Lisa was, to kind of let it all hang out and take lots of chances, which in a way I could, and I like that. But I understand that just my marital status, my age allows me to have the maturity, but to keep that wild woman that Lisa was. Lisa was wild in the best way, because of taking chances, that's wild. Moving from New York, or specifically Brooklyn, to Vegas, from Las Vegas to California, that's wild. When nobody, your family, your neighborhood would ever do it. Even not going to a high school in my zone area in Brooklyn, but going to and choosing to go to a high school in Manhattan. Lisa would not hang out with the crowd or people in her culture necessarily. Actually, I did hang out with people in my culture, but not with the cultural norms. She would hang out in Greenwich Village, with people thought was the freaks and the weirdos, which was really the artists and the creative people. So Lisa was more open to things that she didn't understand. And Nubia was more a teacher. So when I take the name Lisa, my mother's name, the Marie part, that's my mother's name. I get to have the priestess and the goddess, which I believe that my mother was, but I still get to have the fun-loving, happy-go-lucky, I'll try anything once type of girl, Lisa, without the addictions. I was addicted definitely to drinking. Well, it was wine. It was always wine, or having to get high, or, I didn't have to do that. So it's interesting, when I became Lisa Marie, I don't have a problem with being 100% raw. I've added all these new changes to my life. I actually got married. Once I got married, I embraced the Lisa Marie part. It was like a armor, a shield that I didn't have to carry anymore. That was creating an imbalance in me. So now I'm still a leader in some ways, and a lot of ways I'm a follower too of other people that I admire. I'm still a healer, but I'm also recognizing that there's other healers that can actually heal me and heal you as well. I'm still disciplined, because that's what Nubia was discipline, but it was a crazy, like I said, schizophrenic discipline where I was very disciplined in getting up every day at 4, doing my yoga, doing my prayers and meditations. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. But then, like I said, I go be wild, and then I'll be sad about the whole thing. Now I don't have to go be wild to have fun. I am fun. Fun is a vibrational frequency, and I carry that with me. So when I think of Lisa Marie, the vibrational frequency that I want to put out is a soft woman, a tender woman, a sensual woman, almost a childish woman, if you will, the wild child, an innocent woman in a lot of ways, right? I mean, Lisa to me is young and fun, and she laughs a lot, and she's looked forward to the future, even though she doesn't know what it holds, and she still takes chances. And I don't know, Lisa Marie, to me, that's first of all, that's who I am. That's my name. First of all, I don't really have to justify everything to myself. I want to explain it to you, but I don't need to justify it to myself. But it's a vibrational frequency I love. And even though you'll hear me say Nubia, and I call myself Nubia, or refer to myself as Nubia, first of all, I'm still getting used to the change. But second of all, there's always going to be some Nubia that resides in me. And I know that a lot of people are used to the name. And I don't mind that there's some people that may be looking for Nubia I on Facebook, and really it's Lisa Marie. I don't mind that. Although for YouTube, if you still put a Nubia I Sutton 1, you still get me. And the idea I've explained to you about Sutton. Sutton was not my father's last name. So it had no real connection to me. So really Nubia Sutton was somebody that I created, and from the first to the last name. And that Lisa Marie was actually the name I was given. And Goodson is the name of my husband, whom I love, and I would be honored. I'm honored to take on his name. So I want the same change that you all want. I have been in the rut as well. I have questioned my life and asked, why am I here? Or meaning, what am I here to do? What is my divine purpose? I've felt the feelings of being bored. I've dealt with physical ailments. I've done all of it, and I don't want it. I refuse to live that life again. I refuse to not know. I'm okay with not knowing as long as I'm going in a direction of knowing. But I don't want to sit here and know and not know, and don't know how to know, and don't know how to get my not knowing, knowing back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that anymore. So I've really created this next training course, intensive, to train. Blackberry Beauty Secrets, How to Glow from Head to Toe, to address the changes that I know either you desire, or you're either going through, or you want to go through, because where you are is just not that much fun. So Lisa Marie, simply put, represents fun. And who would not rather live in fun than fear? Or fun than overly disciplined? Or fun but feeling miserable? I would rather have a fun life when whatever I do than have a life that I need to be perfect, and I need to put on this persona. And then when I let go of Nubia, why was it so easy for me to be a raw foodist, to pick up this regimen, to drink lots of water, to eat one meal a day? How did that happen? To even, I'll give you an example. Nubia was the one that told you I probably would never wear extensions in my hair, although I did the yarn braids, because Nubia wanted to be perfect. Nubia wanted to have this image of the African goddess woman that I created, apparently. I mean, let's really get down to it. I created it. We talk about African women, what African women are or not. African women wear extensions in their hair all of the time. It was Queen Taye and other Egyptian goddesses, Kemetic goddesses, that actually wore those braids that we saw with that cute little cut. Simply put, it was a wig. So I was stuck in a way that Africa needed to look. I was stuck in a way. What I'll do with my hair next, now I ain't gonna get no straight hair, because I don't think that really accentuates me and my style. But I love the braids, and I'm gonna get more braids, and I'm gonna get them in different ways. And I mean, I don't know what else. The old Nubia wouldn't. I can't even think of other things, but I'm open to the ways and the new ways in which to express myself. And I don't need to follow some old doctrine of the way it should be or can't be or need to be. I need to make myself happy, but also I need to continue to be healthy and well. So I'm not going to do anything to my beauty that's going to affect my health. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to explore. And so I hope you will be wanting to explore with me. Maybe you're stuck in a rut and you want to get out. And so my next intensive is on the website now. You can register now and secure your spot for next year, January 2017. If you know that you may not be able to pay that money in a lump sum, you can do it in installment plans. If you pay in a lump sum, there's a benefit to that for you. You get $100 off. Yeah, so I just wanted to take some time. I'm sitting here actually, y'all. I'm actually going to start blogging. I'm writing for Natural Hair Mags. I'll be writing 2 articles a month and making 2 videos just for them. And so I'm going to be giving tips about health and beauty and health and relationships and all these other things, but everything to do with relationship when it comes to health, beauty when it comes to health, all of those things as it comes to relationships and beauty and all the things that are surrounded by health. I'll be writing for the online magazine, Natural Hair Mag. That is one of the beautiful things that came out of me speaking at the a summit that they had on October 1st in Atlanta, Georgia. So the beautiful things that come out. Like, I love to write, and I've always, I kept putting this pressure on myself, like, I got to write a book, I got to write a book. And then, when you think about writing a book, what usually happens is you don't write anything because it's so overwhelming. But to be able to come in and give you 5 easy ways or 5 steps to, that's like so much better for me and easier. And to create videos around the articles that I write. So I just completed the 2 articles and the 2 videos, and I'm going to submit them to Natural Hair Mags. And when they do go up on the site, I will let you all know. I got goals and aspirations. There are things that I really want to do, and they're unfolding in ways that I could not even imagine. So I love you all with all my heart. Thank you for listening and watching and supporting. And I know that I'm going to see a lot of you in my January intensive. And it's for 6 weeks. After that, we start another 6 weeks. I'm going to do 8 6-week training course intensives a year because I got to start planning my live events and the move and all this other good stuff. But I'm going in, and I'm going in with pure love. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, ancient African wisdom for the modern sister. Peace and blessings.